Do you want to take screenshots, footage, or even explore Cyberpunk in ways that is normally impossible? Hey 6Bs, VatiWah here. We have IGCS free camera by Otis INF, and this will allow you to move the game camera however and wherever you want. So, what can the camera mod do? Well, let's just say for example, I procured a prize Raphael car, legitimately, and I drove around for a while. Maybe I pick a location to take some screenshots of myself inside the car to, I don't know, show off to my friends. We would normally be pressing N to bring up the photo mode, and we can kind of, zoom in and try to rotate the camera, but wait! We cannot move the camera any closer to our character, and there are no windows. Now this right here is where the camera mod comes into play. By using both the camera mod and the photo mode, we can kind of move the camera anywhere we want, and this includes the car cabin. By the way, it did take me like 1 hour to find a Raphael with an interior to match my outfit. And damn, this Raphael does look nice. I sometimes kind of wish that I'm playing this game without the nudity filter on, just so I can feel the car on my skin. It is also useful during cutscenes. Let's just say for example, I want to take a gander or take some screenshots of Judy here. But when you disactivate the photo mode, you're only limited to looking at Judy from one side and depending on your distance to zoom. Once I also activate the camera mod, I can freely move around Judy. However, be careful not to have your character on the screen as well, just because of how the game is. Let's just say V doesn't have a head. Now, the cutscenes also usually have the best lighting, so you can see Judy at different angles with lighting that you normally won't have outside a cutscene. So if she had nose hair, well, you'll definitely see them with this mod. I bet we can see extra stuff during some of those romance scenes, if you guys know what I mean. Maybe we can see Judy eating V like, Jackie chowing down on that box of noodles at the beginning of the game. Unfortunately, I cannot show it on YouTube for obvious reasons, especially with the nudity filter off. However, there is a not safe for work version of this video that's outside of YouTube that is available for my Patreon supporters. Link in the video description below. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna be posting the Judy romance scene as a separate video on YouTube because I just discovered a glitch. Yes, the best cyberpunk glitch there is. Let's just say that I'm holding a gun to Judy's head while having romance time with her, and let's just say that instead of fingering action, there is some gun action. If you know what I mean. I'm not trying to make it pervy or whatever, but yeah, I don't know how it happened, but yeah, it happened. So make sure you bang the like and subscribe button, bang it good, and hit the bell notification icon just so you don't miss the video. I guarantee you, it's the most funniest shit that you've ever seen. Another use is being able to fly around the city with the free cam. Maybe I want to take a closer look at the statue that looks like Zenyatta from Overwatch. There doesn't seem to be a limit on how far the camera can go. However, some textures and objects don't render or load in after a certain distance from your character. Now, there are many places and angles of places that most people don't get to see if they're, just doing it normally. Plus, there are plenty of good views of Night City. I like to use it in NPCs and pedestrians as well. This allows me to stand relatively far away so I don't interfere or disturb their routine. And I bet you're thinking, what routine? Am I right? But seriously, but yeah, I can look at an NPC at however many angles I want and whatnot. And okay, for example, right here we have a girl sitting at the diner at a table. Now I want to, maybe take a closer look at her short shorts. You can see the individual strands of the fabric, and oh yeah, you can definitely see the skin texture. Now that is mighty impressive. And no, I am not just looking at this NPC's behind. Okay, right here. Look at how eye-catching the bottles of ketchup and mustard is. Eye-catching. The camera mod can also be used by itself without the photo mode to take footage of an active scene or environment. It feels more immersed, cinematic, and lively. For example, I enjoy watching vehicles flying by in the busy areas of the sky. It kind of reminds me of the movie Fifth Element. Have you guys heard of it? Infiniter was a Dolomane that was driven by Bruce Willis, who was also a cab driver in the movie. There is actually some new features for the new version of the camera mod that actually just came out that actually maybe also delay this video a little bit. Now there is a function that toggles the HUD to remove all these little pesky quest and area markers, and it's very useful if you want to just use the camera mod without the photo mode to take footage or screenshots of an active game, stuff that's going on currently. Now the binding for this function is the delete key on the keyboard. The second feature is being able to change the time of day, and you can see the changing happening in real time. So you can go backwards and forward with the period and the comma keys on the keyboard, and also when you're holding down the Alt button, it will slow down the time change. So how is this important? Well, you can see the weather and the lighting change in real time, and it will allow you to choose the best one to use for, your footage or screenshot or whatever. The lighting means a lot when it comes to footage and screenshots. It makes all the difference, and you have to admit that watching the time go by for the city and its citizens is kind of mesmerizing and relaxing and kind of fun to see. So how do you get and use the camera mod? Well, I posted a download link in the video description below. It is the CyberPunk 2077 camera mod tool version 1 zip file that is near the bottom. There is a readme file in the zip that tells you how to install and use the mod. Now, if I get a lot of questions about, how to get the mod working or whatever, the camera mod, I can make a second video that will show you how to, download the mod, install the mod, and use the mod properly. It might be a little bit confusing or difficult to use at first, but after using it a few times, it is pretty damn easy. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon, the notification icon, so you won't miss the tutorial video if you need it, or any future Cyberpunk videos from my channel. The camera mod, as far as I can tell, only works for the PC version of Cyberpunk. Sorry, PlayStation and Xbox users, games on consoles are usually not known to be able to be modded. The mod is free, however, future game patches that might break the camera mod and require a fix, or future updates to the camera mod that adds new features may only be available on the mod author's Patreon page, which I also linked. So yeah, if you have any questions about the camera mod, feel free to ask in the comment section below. I hope this Cyberpunk mod review is helpful. Now, I know you will be able to catch some very great moments from Cyberpunk. I mean, I kind of want to see them actually. Send me some over on Twitter. I'm very curious on what you guys can come up with. So, by the way, I'm also trying to think of a name for my Cyberpunk mod series. Maybe I'm thinking Joy Toys and Cyber Toys, huh? I kind of want to have at least the word Joy Toys in the name. Any suggestions? Let me know in the comment section below if you have like a quirky or a catchy name. I will be doing plenty of videos showcasing Cyberpunk mods, especially mods that have, let's just say, similar themes to what you see on a lot of those, advertisements in Night City, if you guys know what I mean. Ah, come on. And you're playing Cyberpunk that has all sorts of weird and mature things in it. Why are you looking at me like that? I'm just kidding, I'm kidding. Oh, one last thing, I also do test out mods that I plan to feature in my videos on YouTube on my Twitch stream, for those that are interested. Well then, stay sexy my friends, stay sexy.